That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild. Strawberry ice, bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's line is kicking down the door. Step into the ring where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's fine is kicking down the door.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, I'm coming to you live from that ice cave.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. You tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
That's right. We'll be back down there this Sunday for the Bengals Cardinals game. So come on down, get your tickets to the Moorline Lager House Best Day Brewing Pre-game experience at the Moorline Lager House. You can get your tickets there at Moorline Lager House's Facebook page, website. It's all inclusive. Food, drink. It's an awesome time. DJ will be there. We'll be having a great time. I don't know about you guys, but I love winning. Such an awesome day yesterday watching the Bengals score 45 points. They only gave up 21. Also, it's kind of bittersweet. Like, what could have been? But also, what's bittersweet too is I want to publicly say, give my condolences to my friend Jay Morrison. If you guys have not heard, his wife is going through complications, and it's been a tough time for him and his family. So he's taking a step away from covering the Bengals here for a little while. So just make sure you guys keep Jay Morrison in your thoughts and prayers. He's been on this podcast numerous times. He's an awesome dude, loves his job, loves his family, and this is heartbreaking what is happening to him and his family. So make sure you guys keep Jay Morrison in your thoughts and prayers. What is up to everybody in the chat? We've got Strobe up here. We got Stranger in there. We got Brandon there. T. Brookie's in there. Crypt Keeper, Cornell, Lindsay, John's in there. Mike Madden. There we go. That's everybody. Now, I'm looking at him in the background here. He just got back from Florida. He doesn't look like he got a tan, but he looks like he had a great time down there in Florida, because I know he was at the pool. He was drinking. He was having a good time. The Bengals fans took that stadium over. I heard cheer everywhere. And I know this man and his wife, wonderful Hubei Jess, were in there having an awesome time. But let's bring him in. He is the 2024 or 25, I don't remember, co-fan of the year. He's Bengals captain. Oh my God, you look so tan. Look at that. Look, you're so
Shut
tan.
up. If anybody wonders why he laughed when he said that, it's because I gave him the single finger salute. He's right. I am pasty white, but
Well, it looked like you had fun. That's all I gotta say. That's all.
I look worse for the wear. It was, I don't drink a lot of tequila, and I drank a lot of tequila.
That's not a good way to start a sentence off. I don't normally drink a lot of tequila, but
Yeah, there was tequila drunken. And,
well, you're in Miami. That's
it
what
was
you
it
do in
oh,
Miami.
it was hot. Like, that sun was searing.
I feel really bad for you, Cap.
Oh, yeah, trust me, it could be
Bang it.
worse. I had to give, the wife an early, Christmas gift. If anybody, cared, like, there's one photo, like, we didn't get enough photos that night because it got out of control. We partied too hard. But, it's the Skims and, I can't remember the designer. They did a collab, and it was a tiger dress,
Oh,
and it amazing. I'm glad I
nice,
gave it to
nice. So, dude, I literally heard everybody chanting T when he was making catches. It sounded like Bengals fans took that stadium over.
Oh, yeah. There were a lot of Bengals fans, but we were okay, we were overall very loud. I and I'm sorry, there were other Bengals fans turning around every time I yelled. I was trying hard to make it known because our little section, I had like 7, 8 rows of Bengals fans behind me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, cool, 'cause I try not to get killed at other stadiums. Not that anyone would kill somebody dressed up as a Captain Obvious from I mean,
An
it's
orange
it's
cone.
yeah, I don't get a lot of problems because I dress stupid on purpose. And, but I'm like, "Oh, sweet. Well, we could just take over."
Right.
And, uh, not everybody wanted to join in, and that's cool. We're in an away stadium, but, I was loud. And for the numbers we had, we made a lot of noise.
You made a lot of
Now, when
noise.
they were on
Right.
D, I was shocked, and the security guard, from Best Security that was down there, one of the coolest, like, I love our people at Paycor.
Yeah.
Number 2, close number 2 is Jeffrey,
Mhm.
who was in Hard Rock. The dude
Okay.
star, he bought water, a case of water, and kept down there for fans.
Oh, nice. There
Uh,
you go.
basically kept me alive.
Was this after the night of tequila?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you needed water. Yeah, you
yeah.
definitely needed water.
Um, there were kids, trying to get in because we were right by the tunnel,
Mhm.
and he was cool enough to, like, whisper to me prior, like, "Hey, what do you mind if any kids are there, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Oh, I normally we help, when we
Right,
can."
right,
And he was
right,
like,
right.
"Cool." Then he told them, if it's okay with them, we can try to so he like, he's a pro, like, he's always some people, you go to some stadiums and they won't even let you, like, "Where's your ticket?" Like,
Right,
"No,
right.
you don't sit here, so you can't come down." He was trying to get kids down there.
Oh,
I'm like,
nice.
"Dude," the people would leave, and he'd ask them, "Hey, are you leaving us?" Like, "Yeah, we're going." And then he'd point up there and motion them down
Oh,
to
that's
get people.
cool.
I
That's very
mean,
cool.
it the team, our guys, it was fun. I don't know if you saw my video, but, I had the glasses on record, and
I saw, like, the beginning of it, where your seats
I
are at,
saw
yeah.
the T. I saw a T and, like, nobody near. I'm like, "Oh, no, 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 no. This T in the corner right now. I'm calling it." And bam, of course.
Yeah.
You can't defend it. There's nothing you can do. A perfect throw and T, you cannot defend it. It's gonna be a touchdown every single time. That was fun, but I tell you, Jeffrey, uh, man, I mean, they need to give him a raise. Absolutely amazing. Ronnie,
There you
yeah,
go.
a lot of black and orange jerseys, a lot of orange jerseys, a lot of old school stuff. I saw Rudy Johnson jersey, saw Munoz, I
Ooh.
saw, man, there's so many good ones. My hey, Mild Mike is right. Miles Murphy. Now we've all been saying it. And it's funny. I'll scroll through Instagram or whatever, and somebody like, well, I said blah 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 about Murphy. We all did. We all
We
did.
all
Like
did.
we saw you either hated him
Mhm.
and he was a bust, or you saw the potential and the promise, and you were like, why aren't we playing him more?
That
And
was
now we
me
are.
last year. That was
Yeah.
me last year. I'm like, play him because we didn't know what we had. And I'm like, now, if Lou would have played him more last year, I think his development would have happened faster this year, and that probably would have helped us earlier in the season, but we didn't get that. I know we had a question from EC. What changes do you feel will be made next year? I don't think there's gonna be any changes like necessarily in the front office or any of that stuff. I mean, I kind of like I said, I would like them to have a GM. I like them to add scouting. I do think, and Cap, we didn't do a show last year because I was sick. I do think the words of Joe Burrow is ringing in the ears of the front office, and what that means is I think they're going to be more aggressive, change the way they've drafted. At least I think they're going to try. At least I'm hoping they're going to try to draft for more impact players. Is what I'm hoping they're doing. What they're going to do, I have no idea. But do you think what Joe Burrow has been saying lately? Because it kind of reminds me of last year when he's like, "We got to have T, we got to have Jamar, we got to have Mike G." You know, you say he wanted all these guys. Now he's like, "All right, we got all these guys, but our line of winning and losing is razor thin." You know, I mean, we scored 45 points yesterday, which is awesome. But we scored 33 points a ton of times last couple of years and have lost. So that's where I think Joe's like, look, we gotta be perfect to win, and we can't function like that. You gotta be able to get us some help there. So, what's your thoughts on what Joe Burrow said last week?
It's a lot to unpack there. Well, first of all, I don't think we ever have to be perfect. I think we have to be good. You know, and I'll say perfect sometimes, just it's kind of hyperbole, but you're just trying to make a point. You know, perfect to me is like Brock Ewers started out what, 9 of 11?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty perfect. So when Joe, I think he said in the one after the one game that he felt good. You know, it was almost a perfect game, and it was a pick six, and then right next series it was another interception. I'm like, Joe's way better than me at anything related to football, probably basketball too. I might have him in volleyball. He's probably awesome at volleyball. What am I saying? But it's like, I don't know if I'd call that perfect. Because when you look at statistically, when that happens, when you give up on the offense, you give 7 points to the other team, and then you turn the ball over again late, your winning percentage drops a ton. So an incomplete would have been not perfect, but it would have been miles better than an interception.
Right.
So little hyperbole. I don't think we ever have to be perfect. And when I see guys win, I see guys making plays appropriate to where they were drafted or appropriate to their status in the NFL. If you're all pro, if you're MVP of the league, you make MVP of the league plays. And I mean, Joe's right there. So that's the bar that I judge him at. I think when you're talking about changes that will be made, coaching staff, I don't know that there's going to be any changes that are going to be impactful enough for people to talk about.
Yeah.
Will we add some? I would love to see them add some help.
Scouts,
to like position.
Scouts.
Coaching staff, position, help some position coaches, whatever.
Would you be for bringing Bill Callahan here to? I think the offensive line is playing a lot better, but Bill Callahan is a very good offensive line coach. Would you? To help? I would. I don't know if that's even in the cards. I'm just throwing that out there.
People will talk about, you don't want to suggest to someone that their job's in jeopardy or whatever. No. Like, here's the thing. You could say, hey, for example, Bill. Hey, Bill, you know the situation. You know Scott Peters, blah, blah, blah. We'd like to bring you in as a consultant.
Mhm.
This is going to be your role. This is going to be the pay. We would love to have you. You're not going to be the lead guy. You could be. We're not saying that out of disrespect. You should be the guy. We tried. Washington stopped this. You went to the Brown. Like, it's always the wrong timing, but we want you in the building because you're that valuable. Would you please come? I don't see why he wouldn't. I mean, it'd be a great situation.
Yeah, I mean,
And then
all the reason he wouldn't is if he's got an actual offensive line coaching
Yeah,
job
yeah.
somewhere. That's the only reason.
And just like with Brian, it's like, yeah, I would hire, like, I know a guy right now that I would bring in. I'm not gonna name name. He would ruffle a few feathers. I would bring him in to ruffle feathers. I would bring him in to ruffle my feathers, but that's the type of person that I am. I want to hear some back talk. I want to hear some dissension to make sure that I'm kept in check, because I understand I'm the same way. When I'm rolling at work, I can get a little cocky and start to overlook some of the pitfalls and then get got. So somebody keep me in check at minimum. But what happens is a lot of times you got somebody from a different perspective. If they disagree with everything that I do, they might be wrong, but there's going to be 2 or 3 times they're going to knock something out of the park and save my tail, and I'm going to give them that credit. Bring them all in.
He wasn't
No, and that's not even a cap hole moment. It's a good person, and
So
I wouldn't want to interfere or ruin a potential.
let me address this here. Stranger says, I used to love you, but hope's not a plan. I have no confidence in the front office. And I'll put it this way. I hope's not a plan. I agree with you. I want them to go back to what they were doing in 2020, 2021, and 22 when they were being aggressive, and I'm strictly speaking free agent wise. They're being aggressive and going after not the high dollar free agents, but lower. They were doing the research and doing lower guys that they got at the right spot at the right time. Cheetah Bay Woozier, Mike Hilton, Trey Henderson, DJ Reader. DJ Reader, they paid more money for him to get here. I want them to get back to that. Now, people come at me and say, well, the only reason they did that is because 2020 and their salary cap didn't grow, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, in 2022, they signed Alex Kappa and Ted Karras right off the bat there at free agency. And the salary cap was back to normal then. So they have done it. That, to me, is one of the biggest downfalls, despite the lack of drafting that they've done the last 3 years. If they would have sprinkled in some veterans in this defense, I think this defense would have played a lot better a lot sooner. This defense has improved. The young guys have come along. You still need, I think, some veteran presence in that defense.
It seems like they got a little conservative, worrying about the contracts of T and Jamar, and I disagree. A million times over. I don't have their money. I don't have their experience. It's not my pay. It's not my checkbook. But again, I'm looking at history. So a lot of what I'll do is it's the back testing. I've been talking about, first I was talking about blackjack forever and sticking with strategy. Now lately, just for whatever reason, I've been talking about back testing. You could literally, you've got a strategy. If you apply any type of data analysis to it, you can back test and look back. Oh, hey, would this have worked the same way? And just the idea of back testing around salary cap and network money. The NFL prints money. Money's going to come. You want to push some of that down the road. I can't remember the last time where pushing the money down the road hurt because anything dropped. Like, I'm not saying go crazy. I'm saying we're so far conservative to the other end of the spectrum. We could tack back to the middle and gamble a little bit in the right moments. Now, the 2020 or the 2021 offseason prior to 21, a little bit lucky because there were a lot of people who were down on us for letting go, or picking up Trey and letting go of I'm drawing a blank.
I am too. I know you were going to say Carl Lawson. There you go. Carl Lawson.
Yes. Bingo. And a lot of it was Raz. It was athletic ability. It was like, oh, well, he was just a product of hitting stranger.
They did it
So
3 years in a row. They did it 3. That's not blind squirrel. They did it 3 years in a row. So and they hit on
and
most of them.
now I will say, and I'll say this on the show, and I've got a video in the works that I'm going to post because I support this front office. I absolutely do. I think I don't know. I've not spoken to, and I've spoken to everyone from like Mike Brown to his wife to Katie to Troy. I've talked to Troy more often than I have Katie. I've never spoken to Duke. I don't remember ever speaking to Duke. Like,
That was a tequila night when we talked to Duke.
it's just one of those things. They are intelligent enough. They've got the experience. They've got the talent. They want to win. I've seen it in organizations everywhere where, okay, is it silly? Does you all work? Does your company, do you know what the motto is for your company? Do you have the list of values, vision? Do you know the vision statement for your company or your department? A lot of people think it's hokey, whatever. But when you put actual time and energy into that, and then every decision you make has to fall in line with mission, vision, or values, it sounds like leadership BS, but it is extremely helpful in times like this where, ICE says 3 years they hit, and they did. But why did they hit? Did they hit because they knew what they wanted, they identified it, they were aggressive, or were they looking like athletic ability and blah blah blah, and so many times they don't? No, we haven't seen those types of signings in the past few years. Like it's not even we're missing on the players. We haven't seen those types of signings, and those people have been available to some extent. Now, if they're not, let us know. Like, actually come out and say, yeah, we made a run at the Giants linebacker, and
That'd
the
be nice if
Giants
they
said,
tell us something. Yeah.
yeah, and
Be
the
more
Giants said
transparent.
no.
Right.
And here's the thing: I don't care if somebody says that, and Giants told us no, and then the Giants make a trade with somebody else. Like, hey, what do you think about that? I know they told us no. Like, oh, well, is there anything you can do in the future? Like, we've got to do something. We'll figure it out. If you got any ideas, write me a letter. I mean, there's so many ways that you could approach something like that I feel like could help the press, the public, opinions. But also, in all honesty, the opinions like on Twitter are such a tiny fractional percentage of the overall picture of the Bengals. They know that. Everything that we say, everything that y'all say, everything everyone else says, little bits get back to ownership and stuff. And sometimes they'll laugh. Sometimes players laugh.
And for the record, for the NFL, all NFL teams, the Bengals are not trading Joe Burrow. So you can call all you want. They are not trading Joe Burrow.
Well, and to switch back to that, if you're right, the way you said it, that Joe was making a statement to the front office.
I think he was.
I think he could have just been talking. I don't read into him too much because I really feel like he's got some of the same patterns of thought as I do, and you don't read too much. You're gonna get disappointed if you read too much into the stuff I say. It's like, oh, I know someone right now that is basically hell bent on destroying me and spreads lies about me. It's the weirdest thing in the world, and anything I say, it's like, oh, he's talking about me. And I'm literally just thinking hypotheticals and haven't thought about the person in months. But then I'll get wind, which now I'm actually talking about the person and there's no gray area. But it's like, it happens. My brain just fires out. Joe does that sometimes. Now,
I'm gonna get this here real quick. Tony Blades says it's gonna be hard for the fans to trust front office because of the 3 years little playoff drought. Okay, fans can turn around really quickly. They fixed this.
In 21, holy cow!
Everybody forget it. Everybody forget it. Like I said, I will never forget this. After we lost the Super Bowl in 21, we had the rally down at the park there in by Music Hall, and people were literally chanting Mike Brown's name. So yes, if they can turn this around in a year, everybody forget about this. It's that simple. I'm like, and people, and that's people. Somebody asked how many people are going to be in the stands next couple games. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, the weather's going to be nice. The offense is clicking. We should win both games.
Funny about
Who
that.
knows?
Oh, and somebody could clip this. If I say it, I might chicken out mid sentence.
Say it. Say it.
Somebody could clip it. Just y'all have my back, please. If somebody clips it and takes it out of context, but the games coming up are going to be cheap. It's going to bring a different fan.
Mhm.
I didn't say different type of fan, although that happens also. There are a lot of people who just cannot afford game day, and it breaks my heart. It's also just reality. I'm happy that sometimes my first game in Paul Brown Stadium was the inaugural the first preseason game because I couldn't afford to go to the regular game. I knew I wanted to go to that first preseason game because tickets were going to be cheaper. I'm glad those people have the opportunity to get cheaper tickets, go to the game.
Mhm.
But it will also bring some casual fans. There's nothing wrong with being casual. You don't have to be able to name every single player on the active roster. You don't have to be able to rattle off statistics. You don't have to know how many touchdowns teams scored, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to. But those were the fans that were screaming at Joe Burrow, calling him derogatory names. You know, like I heard chants that I have never heard. Yet they weren't season ticket holders. You know, and Max Murphy Zim talked about it. Max Murphy replied. It's like all these people yelling at people to stay home, don't go. Like, well, that's easy when you're, on the couch watching all the time anyway. And then you want someone else to give up like a legacy of how many decades of season ticket ownership.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy. No one, with the season ticket legacy of ownership are the bad fans, and the ones sitting on the couch are the ones that are staying up. Oh, man, arguments are tiring.
That always cracks me up. People are like, why spend your money? I'm like, because I want to. Because, I don't tell you how to spend your money. Like I enjoy going to the games. I enjoy going and tailgating and hanging out with my friends and going to the games. And like, I enjoy that. That's like my hobby. It's fun to do.
It's great to see you and hang out with you and hug you after, crash out, in a good way after a win.
We hug in sadness and we hug in victory too. So
I just maybe cry on your shoulder a little bit,
exactly.
if it sucks. I miss that. And like, you're a good dude. You're a good friend. I love you to death. I'd have never met you without this team.
No,
that means something to me.
I would have met you. I would have met Arrow. I would have met Dale. I would have met Bengals Bourbon. I would have met Cincy Satori.
There are some people I wouldn't have met that I'd have been better off. Like, whatever.
There's so many people I wouldn't have met. It's not even funny. I mean, it's like literally like most of my friends I talk to are because I go to the Bengals game. I still got friends that I've had for years, but the ones I hang out with the most now are the ones I've met the last couple of years that I go to the Bengals game. So I mean, that's where it's always like, oh, get rid of your ticket. Nothing's going to change. Get rid of your tickets. Like, I don't believe it because I'm with you. I do believe they want to win, and this is I've said this. The 2 years before this, I didn't like their plan. I don't know if they really had a plan in the offseason. This past offseason, I saw their plan. I didn't like it. I think I'm hoping with not having any big contracts, they don't have to sign T. They don't have to sign Jamar. They can actually concentrate on their probably let Trey walk. They can concentrate on just improving this team. I do want to resign Joseph Osai, pick up Miles Murphy's extension. Osai might be a little harder because of his agent. We'll see what happens there.
Get it done though.
Yeah,
They
get it done.
can
Yes.
get it done.
Oh, they
if
and they
you overpay,
Mhm.
like people talking about overpaying T, now it's looking like a bargain.
Right.
It will when you can identify that type of player, and Osai is one of those players.
Mhm.
If you overpay now, you will benefit in the long run. Eventually, it will be a cheap contract. It
Yeah, 'cause
will.
they're all
Do
just
it.
gonna keep going up. They're all just gonna keep going up. So,
Exactly.
sign those 2. And
Dustin talked about Burrow said being a creative, and I was trying to remember what that was, and then
Oh, yeah.
Young May said, "Didn't Burrow reference Eagles contract structure last year? Mentioned being creative." Now the light bulb. I feel like I feel like he did. He knows,
That
and
was the other thing he did
FYI,
mention last year that they didn't do. He did that's one thing he did
our
mention that.
ownership
Yeah.
knows too.
Mhm.
So it's like the people that act like they're too stupid to do X, Y, or Z. That's a non-starter. It's again, it's just like wasting your money on a billboard to basically advertise people's names and give them
Okay.
whatever attention they. That's
Okay.
all it is.
Do
It's
I
advertisement for the
what
people.
I do wanna talk about the billboard. I don't even know who put it up. Do you know who put it up? I have no idea.
Yeah,
Who put
yeah.
it up?
One of them I've had blocked for a while because he was talking shit about my wife.
Yeah. Okay.
So people are bragging about it and applauding it and getting his name out there. And I
It's
basically had him on a watch list for a year and
so
dug up some interesting stuff.
the thing is, all right, 1, it's not gonna do any good. 2, they put their whoever it was, I didn't pay attention. They put their I think their Twitter handle and their YouTube channel. They're advertising for themselves. Like,
Well, it was
that's
so one of
like,
them,
and it's not
there
gonna do
was
any
one
good. It's like,
person, and then it was Cincy, Drew and Bengo is the
oh, that's who
YouTube
did.
channel.
Okay, okay, all right. Yeah, I like,
Which I warned Drew about him prior to, kind of like, hey, I wouldn't necessarily link your name to that because, like, I personally am sitting on a pile of information that could get real ugly, and I threw out just a few screenshots, and there was a lot of kind of backpedaling and stuff like that, which um I like I love Drew, I love Bengo. I like what they're doing. Drew has got aspirations to make this into something. I think he's got the personality. I think he's got the intelligence to
oh,
do it.
Drew wants to do something I want to do. We want to do this for a living.
Yep.
That's what we want to do.
And it's
Yeah.
like you got to protect your brand like that. And I get it. The
I'm just like
popular thing is just
that's my whole
fire
point to
everybody.
this. Yeah, my whole I don't want to call for anybody's job. I just that's just something I don't want to do.
If I really think I will, because like Turner,
mean,
the offensive line coach,
yeah,
I hope for the best. I hope for the best. I hope for the best. Every week I heard a new story about how much of an asshole this dude was. And then a couple things came out. When Burrow went down, Michael Jordan would continue in practice to engage his blocks way after the whistle. Literally in practice, pushing the guy in the back, like after the play, almost into Burrow. Players were bringing it up to Turner, and Turner basically backed him off. Whatever reason, Turner loved Michael Jordan.
yeah.
And then what do we see in Washington? It happens live in game. Everything that the other linemen were saying, dude, you are going to get somebody hurt. You have got to stop. Literally happens. I'm like, I'm done. Turner's got to go. I publicly literally said we've got to get rid of Turner.
Now I say
So-
I don't put this. I don't like calling for coaches' jobs because that is people's family and stuff. But I have because I do think, as far as UC goes, we need a new basketball coach and football coach. So I have called for it. But I'm not going to go out there and put a billboard out there because one, it's not going to do any good.
But
I don't think they're going to fire him. I mean,
they're not going to. They're going to get sent photos of it, but they're not going to see it.
yeah.
There are so many people that disagree with everything on the billboard that you're not uniting anybody. It's a publicity stunt at this point.
That's
And
what the heck?
somebody's
did it,
heart
that's
could
awesome.
be in it.
Hey,
But anyone that's been here long enough, and I feel like that shows how engaged were you in the 90s. And if you weren't, you think a billboard is a great idea. If
hey,
you were engaged in the 90s, you realize it's not doing shit.
you remember?
Billboards, banners, websites, forums. There was a website and like a big petition to sign.
I remember
Didn't
that. Didn't mean
matter.
nothing. You remember Wild Man Walker was up
Yeah.
on a roof
Yeah.
in
My
90
dude could
91.
have killed himself and it didn't matter. We're putting our handles and contact cards on billboards
Hey,
as
listen,
if
it's
no, get
my
naked and sleep, naked and afraid style Survivor
billboard.
Series,
on a billboard.
X Factor all in one. Eat scorpions and shit naked on a billboard in -10 below, and you might get somebody to actually look at the picture.
I mean, there was a group that did this a couple years for the Reds, and they wanted Castellini to sell the team. They said sell the team, Bob. And nothing happened. And so I mean, it's just hey, if Drew and Big O get more followers, all that stuff, cool. That's
Well,
awesome.
and
I mean,
again, this was
know
the
who put it
other
up there.
dude running with this. Their YouTube got attached to it. I was not involved in any of this, so I don't know what percentage or whatever. I do know it wasn't their fundraising and idea and all that. I immediately when it came out and it started getting some airtime, I was disappointed that two dudes that I have hung out with and hoodayed with and high-fived are associated with a name that has harassed my wife.
Oh,
And it's like, you can talk about me, but when you say nasty shit about my wife, you're going on a list, and it's a literal list. And I'm not the only one that has access to it, because at that point, when he posted something, and I'm pretty sure it was a burner of his that responded to it, rest in peace, Hubei. And at that point right there, name goes on a list. I forwarded to a buddy of mine who may be in a 3-letter agency, and you're getting watched, because I don't know what kind of threat that is. It could be just weirdos, which 99% of them are just weirdos on the internet, but I don't know for sure. So guess what? People are going to start digging, and it's information that I won't get access to, because that's not the point. It's, hey, help me out. Just make sure that let me know what I need to do. And there it is. That's what some people are praising and giving props for. I'm like, no, absolutely not. I got an email supposedly from the dude. It never got opened. Like, no, like there now you want to potentially apologize or explain something or talk more smack. I don't know what's in it. Now that it could impact your clout. No, that you could have stopped that crap the day that it started. It just shows you're a piece of shit. That's it.
Yeah, that's not like Jeremy said. That's totally uncalled for. I mean, the thing is, people say stuff on the internet, and it's like Herm Edwards always says, "Don't press send. Think before you press send." But I mean, hey, if Drew and Big O get some stuff out of it, that's awesome. That's cool. I mean, people love Drew. They said,
And he doesn't even need
Drew's
this.
fan of the people. And Drew's a cool dude. I like Drew. I've had Drew on the show a couple times. I like Drew.
But you know what? That's such a funny phrase, because everybody's a man of the people. Ice, you're a man of the people. Funny thing is, people will look at me. I've had conversations about this before.
Mhm.
Somebody actually told me privately that I'm not a man of the people.
Really?
Because I've got too much money and my wife is hot. And I'm like, that should be another category of man of the people, because that's what we all want.
Uh-huh.
We want a good life. We want a hot wife. We want, good living, sun, sand. We want everything taken care of. And I graduated in $20,000 house. I do more work on my truck than all these other men of the people. I still change oil on all my vehicles.
I don't do any work on my truck.
See?
I went Saturday and got the battery changed because I was too cold and too much of a wuss to do it.
See? I'm sorry, I can't pay somebody else to do that.
I can do it. I know how to do it. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I still buy tools. I got more tools than I need.
Oh,
I want to get a lift.
If you get a lift,
and that's where somebody will say, "Oh, you're not a man of the people. You got a truck lift."
You got a lift. I'm coming to your house with my truck. We're going to do some stuff.
Hey, oh my God, that would be great. Whatever you need, like you need your brake pads changed. Grab some beers, come on over.
You need to move to Cincinnati first. Columbus is a bit of a drive.
Trust me. And then
I've only been waiting for like 5 years for you guys to move down here. You said you're going to.
I'm going to blow up my man of the people vote. But yeah, we want to buy a place down there for like a second home. But whatever, hey, like I hope everybody who's a man of the people like wins a lottery or gets rich and gets to experience a life that whatever they want. And if they don't win anything, then you just win anyway. So you can, I don't know, buy more dogs, buy more guns, buy more, whatever you want. Like, I wish that for people. Like, we don't all have to be struggling all the time. And sometimes you don't have a choice. And I want everybody to get out of that.
Jeremy, he had me at that too. Grab some beers.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Exactly. So this has been, like I said, yesterday before the game started, we didn't have the watch party at Moreline because it was supposed to have been the Sunday night game, and we haven't been doing the watch party on primetime games, and they had stuff going down there, so that's why we didn't do the watch party at Moreline House. So I was actually able to sit there over here and watch the game, and just hearing all these different teams talk about their player scenarios and this and that, and I'm like, just sitting there going, like, just rolling it, getting in my own head over the last 2 years of how many games we should have won and how we should have been in the playoffs. I recommend don't do that to yourself because it'll just drive you nuts and get you pissed off. But that's the thing is, though, that's where I keep going back to this offseason. And I'm not trying to say hope. They got to have a plan. But if you hit on 3 of your draft picks and you sign 2 or 3 decent free agents on the defense side of the ball, I think they could turn this thing around pretty quickly. People, this whole thing where people say they should tank. All right. 1, the coaches aren't going to tank. 2, the players aren't going to tank. They're not going to do that. The only way you can quote unquote tank is if Mike Brown goes, don't play this guy. Don't play Joe Burrow. Don't play Jamar Chase. Don't play T. Don't play them. That's the only way they can tank. Mike Brown's not going to say it because he wants to win. They all want to win. So this whole thing of them tanking, just get it out of your head. They're not going to tank. They're probably going to win these next 2 games, and we're probably going to be picking 15th, probably. So they're just going to have to pick the best player available and quit trying to reach for players, I think. But I do think there is there's a very good chance that the Bengals can turn us around. The defense, for me, is more encouraging now than it was last year. Because we have seen the development of Miles Murphy. We have seen the development of Joseph Osai. McKinley Jackson is playing better. The linebackers are getting there. We're seeing steps in the right direction. Last year, I don't really know. We didn't see any steps in the right direction for our young guys. We didn't know what we had with the young guys. They're coming around. Jordan Battle is really starting to come on. So that's where I'm like, it almost says like there's more hope. And I do believe, I know I was listening to Locked on Bengals, or James and Jake were like, they don't believe in momentum going from one year to the next. I believe in momentum going from the year into the offseason. And when you go into the offseason, it's up to the front office to keep that momentum going by, like I said, signing a couple free agents, by drafting well, until getting guys, we got this guy. Oh, we got this guy. Okay, all right, cool. We're in. Okay, let's do this. And like, the Bengals might have something here, and it's not manufactured. We don't have to sit there and go, well, it could work to do this and that, but no. This is going to work. And they signed that dude. They drafted that guy. And these guys did better last year. So that's how momentum, in my opinion, rolls into the offseason, and the momentum for the offseason rolls into the season. So we'll see.
Rock and Bengal, hey, it was good seeing you out there, man. I wish I got to talk to you longer, but it was crazy. MC, you have a good day yourself. Just want to give you a shout out.
Yes, I don't even know if you know this, Cap, but we have a new arena football team here in Cincinnati.
I'm kidding. I think I heard some about that. I'm like, you know what? I got 1 year of football in me.
Yeah.
I thought about trying out
Hey,
for
you
like
should.
Columbus has got one coming in. So
Yeah. Well, did you hear they're called the Cincinnati Slingers? Did you hear they have a new PA announcer?
no,
Do you know who it is?
it's not you. No
It's
shit.
me. Yes, sir. It's
Let's
me.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome.
It's Friday show. So Adrian Ross is the GM for the Slingers. Yeah, right. Exactly.
The Mad Backer.
Yes. So he was on the show Friday with us. And
What?
yeah. So I mean, we announced it Friday. So yeah.
Maybe we can talk Corey coming out of retirement.
Dude, that was when I talked to Ross on the phone that day. That's the exact first thing I said. I said, "Clock killing Corey Dillon, head coach for the Cincinnati Slingers. Let's go."
Bro, oh my God. I would lose my mind.
I would crack up watching because arena football, they don't run the ball very much. It's mostly throwing the ball. So, of course, you want to have an all-time leading rusher as your head coach.
That would be a
That'd be
blast. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh when do they play though? They don't play during football season.
No, they start in April. It goes from April, I think, to July.
I'm not going to have any off season.
No, because you got to come down and hang out with me. So, yeah,
Because I can't. I'm like,
it's Slinger time.
Football team in Cincinnati. I mean, I got to go.
Duh.
I got to look at season tickets. God.
Especially since your boy's going to be the PA announcer. I mean, come on now.
Tony Blaze, I'm with you there. I keep seeing the Powerball going crazy, and yeah,
we should just get in on that.
I need to pick up something. I didn't get anything in Florida, but I saw something about like 1.5 billion somewhere. I was like, oh, shoot. If I got 1.5 billion, a lot of y'all are getting some massive Christmas gifts. I don't even have to know your name. You tell me where to send it.
Just buy me a studio and stuff, and so we could do this on an everyday basis. You know, I get paid for doing my podcast. That's all.
There
I
you
ask.
go. And yeah, Rock and Bengal, it was a great weekend with fans of Cincy.
Yeah. So yeah,
shout out fans of Cincy.
Shout out. Talk about that because I did want to. I know you want to say fans of Cincy because that is a great organization. If you guys ever want to go on a road trip, I've never been there with fans of Cincy, but I know Caps went there. Matty Myers has used them, and lots of other people I know have used them. But go ahead and talk about your experience with fans of Cincy this week.
So we flew separately. We had to because of timing and work and everything. But they always pick like just incredible hotels. And every trip that I've been around fans of Cincy, so number one, they bring the best vibe. The fans, that's what, like, people are upset. I'm tweeting like there are hoodays everywhere. The fans are just pumped. I mean, they are there to have a good time. They're there to see a win. Neither, unfortunately, stranger. So they're there to party. Absolutely, like the Friday night, man, people were boogieing. There's a DJ playing some old school hip hop, and people were dancing. It was hilarious. It's just a good time. Now, the first hotel room that we had, because they were busy, I guess. Air conditioner issues. There was a leak.
Ooh.
Of course, I'm like, well, whatever. I might slip, but I'll live. I'm good. But I'm like, oh yeah, we should probably ask for another room. The hotel was super apologetic, and then like gave us a beach view. I got the volleyball courts right under me, and then the ocean on my right. Like they upgraded us huge.
Nice,
phenomenal. There was apparently a crazy snafu with the buses after the game. The bus driver like brings a bus filled with Bengals fans, but then apparently, supposedly, 20 people get on, and he leaves. Like, wouldn't you?
Come on, the rest of us, come back.
Yeah, wouldn't you think something's wrong if your bus is lighter?
Right.
So that was a whole ordeal. But like Dusko, the owner, is all on top of it.
Dusko is awesome. He's
every
awesome.
now and then, like something's going to happen.
Mhm.
What I care about is, can I trust the person to take care of it? And like I overhear conversation. People like, yeah, I texted him. He got right back to me. He did this, blah, blah, blah. You know, all kinds of stories. I won't get into detail, but he takes pride in making sure that everybody has a blast. Now, he's from Philly. He is a Bengals fan, and I will say that because he says he's a Bengals fan. Now, me, I don't care. You're operating a company that gives amazing away packages for Bengals fans on these away games that undercut what Prime Sports is the official NFL. They're expensive as hell. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not paying that. Like, I
Right.
am not paying. They'll be like $3,000 or $4,000 on a trip that fans of Cincy will charge $1,200. And I've heard some people say like, oh well, so and so Bengals fan told us that you know they're from Philly, so you shouldn't do business with them. I'm like, okay, is the person that's dissing them, is he gonna book your travel and give you
Hey,
discount and
if
get you in a
if
good
it's
hotel?
if
Is
it's
he gonna handle
cheaper,
all that for you?
yeah.
And then when something goes wrong, he's gonna take your call? Because if
If
not, you
it's
can tell
cheaper,
him to pound sand.
yeah, and
You
if it's
know,
cheaper, yeah, give me that all day long. I'll take the cheaper. I mean, as long as it's not. And I know Dusko runs a good ship there, so I know he's like I said, he's a good dude. I've met him. He's been at the Jackpot Joey
yeah.
Golf Alley stuff.
I
One
mean,
of these days, I'm going to go on one of these trips with him. I just haven't done it.
hey, I mean, your cheapest bet is doing it yourself, but it is a lot of work.
Pain in the ass.
And little by little, more and more, you know, Justin and I have been like, all right, we're getting older and we've got to,
Come on, honey, let's go.
no, it's just like I'm just getting tired of this shit. And I'll get raises
Hey,
every year and I'll get
yeah.
bonuses. And I'm like
Jesus.
trying to hoard it like I'm Mike Brown. I mean, like I'm in the Great Depression.
Mine.
And
It's my money.
you know,
You
I'm
can't
like,
have it. Nope, it's mine.
I can't take it with me. So now I'm not going to be crazy. Like, I'm sorry, NFL Prime Sport. Like that's way too much money. Like, you can't be premium enough to make me spend 4 times what I'm supposed to spend.
Well,
Like,
not when you
there's
have
no,
Kansas Cincy. That's cheaper. Like,
yeah,
duh.
and it's a great dude. The area was perfect. The beach was perfect. We had our own private beach.
Oh, and you get to hang out with the comedian. I saw the picture at the end of the game. I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah, my man, Michael Turner.
Michael Turner. Yes, thank you. Yeah,
Michael Turner is such a great dude. He's so genuine. He sees through fakes. He's so supportive. Love him to death. And
I've been trying to get him on the show. We need to try to
if
if you got a contact,
y'all,
try to reach out
it's
to him.
his Turner comedy.
Mhm.
If you haven't heard of him, comedy's comedy.
Mhm.
If
Yeah.
you are sensitive at all, I'm putting a warning up there.
It's comedy.
Don't judge me. I laugh. So, but I laugh at a lot of messed up stuff because I'm kind of messed up myself. He's funny. Every show I've ever been to is phenomenal. He puts up great and he works hard on social media. So Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Michael Turner, I'm pretty sure all of his handles are Turner Comedy. Great dude too. Like, he will take time, talk to you, hang out. Good dude. It was such a fun weekend. I mean, we got the win. At this point, I don't care about. I've got to think draft position. It's whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
I mean,
We've got to
like,
pick the right person. Like, should
there's a
we have lost
chance.
one extra game last year and we could have got Mike Green?
Or
I'm
Mark
hoping
Nolan.
Shamar Stewart proves that we got the better guy.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll put it to you this way, and I did a video on this little earlier today. I would love to get Caleb Downs. We're probably going to win ourselves out of being able to get him, but that kid from Miami, oh crud, what is his name? The defensive end. Hold on, I gotta look it up here. I did the video on it, and I cannot remember his name now. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on. Where's that?
MV President, the Ohio River is owned by Kentucky, so technically when it floods, the stadium's in
I saw that. Yes, Ruben
That's
Bain Jr.
Who?
If you guys, Ruben Bain Jr. He's a defensive end out of Miami, University of Miami. If you watched him in the bowl the playoff game, he blocked the punt. He had a sack. I think he recovered a fumble. There's a chance they could get him. I either want him or Caleb Downs right now. And this is freaking December. We got a ways to go, but keep your eye out for Ruben.
I
Bain
just
Jr.
want, as far as the draft, I don't care. Like right now, adding scouts right now to me is not going to make an impact. Number one, they're not going to have enough time to go through all of the film. Number two, for me, the biggest thing is I want more relationships. I want this team to put on their sales caps and develop relationships all across the country at every level, everywhere. Now, I know they're doing that more in some areas. Won't get into. So there are improvements, but that would more scouts, a bigger team, the department would help future years. Right now, I say they can use the data available better. They can, Peter Woods, DT Clemson, nice.
That's another good one too. Mm-hmm.
They can utilize the data better and come to a better decision collectively that fits that mission, vision, and values. It's like, all right, we know Zach likes leaders. He likes the high motor guy. He likes the Sam Hubbard type
captains.
Player.
We
haven't really been drafting that, which I've heard a rumor that Zach may not have as much say in the draft as Marvin did, which Marvin, you had whole drafts you could just write off. So the argument that I don't want to have to hire a coach that is an excellent scout. I want a scout to be an excellent scout. I want a coach to be an excellent coach.
Yes.
Separate the two. Too many
that would be
duties.
nice.
People are
hire more scouts.
Yeah, people are worrying about maybe one play call a game that there could be some over communication and somebody's unsure and they want to call a timeout at a point in the game that the fan does not like. They forget all the others are, they're lining up like 15 seconds and Joe's changing the play. Everything gets all fine. They're snapping the ball at 5 seconds, whatever. You don't want to snap it at 1 every single time because then eventually the defense knows, he's got to snap it now. You get them a jump start. But every time that I looked up, it was like 5 seconds or more. But if you're worried about that, you better be worried the fact that they've got a scout too. Like, let's just stop that part. That sounds silly. And utilize the data more. Come up with, but somebody's like, well, how do you quantify heart? You can do it.
Watch him play.
You could have a whole separate metric.
Watch him play and get like I said, get a relationship with him. Talk to him about it.
And hey, that could be 1 or 0. You could literally go like, if you've got a relationship with a coach, it'll tell you the truth about the player. And it's a 1 or a 0.
Mm-hmm.
Either yes or no. And then you give them a 1 or a 0. Mm-hmm. And that's it. Is it precise? Absolutely not. But it's closer to a number you're looking for. Could you ever get through a 1 through 100? Not on that alone. But what if you did, okay, coach, 1 or 0? Okay, 1. What about performance in the fourth quarter when they're down by whatever? What are those stats? Performance in the fourth quarter when they're up by. What are those stats? Kind of the type of things that you want to see out of a player with heart.
The effort.
Yeah. Do they give up? Can you go through film and see, all right, how many plays did they have to gain this much ground to track down? How many plays did they make the tackle on the right side of the field when they were in position to start from the left side of the field? I'm not saying that that's perfect, but it's little things that you could start to say, oh, this dude's got hustle. And you've got like column, and all these ratings, and then you quantify that together, and then boom, you've got a new metric on your little draft board that says, all right, this dude's got heart. To go along with the RAS score, the relative athletic scores, to go along with the actual production numbers, and then you weight them so that the production numbers have got to be higher than they've been. Like, we're taking a lot of chances on guys who don't have actual stats, or Mims, we got lucky. What, 7 games? That was it?
Yes, I think that was it. 6 or 7 games he played in college.
You've got, you can't just say, oh, I'm good at this. I know people who like try to stock trade, day trade, and they'll hit a little run and make some money like, oh, I got the market figured out, and then lose everything. I feel like that's what we did. So
we need production on the field matters. That's what that's, and to me, production on the field in college will translate quicker to production on the NFL field. That's what I really want them to make an emphasis on in the first and second round this year. We'll see.
Yep.
Cap, I'll
Mike
get
Madden,
you out of here on this one here.
I'm a Buckeyes fan, so
you read my mind. That's where I was going. That's exactly what I was. I was get you out of this. Who's winning the college football playoffs? I got the Buckeyes. Cap's got the Buckeyes. I know that, but it's gonna be interesting to watch. Cap, if I haven't got to tell you, Merry Christmas and
hey, Merry Christmas, you guys. Love you, bro.
You too,
everybody in chat, Merry Christmas. I hope you have all the friends and family over, or talk to them, text them, whatever. You get all the stuff from Santa you want. You eat well. You spend the time with family, friends, and hopefully I get to see some of you on Sunday when we play the Cardinals.
Sounds good, brother.
Go see Jeff at his amazing tailgate.
Come to the tailgate. Come to the tailgate, and then I'll see you after the game for our hug. Hopefully, it'll be a victory hug.
Regardless, it's a wet hug or dry hug. It's going to be a hug.
Right. Exactly.
Sounds kind of weird.
All right, crap. Take it easy, brother.
Right,
see ya. Bye. Who day? All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that much as I did. Like I said, Merry Christmas to everybody. A couple things. I didn't get out here. DK Metcalf is suspended for 2 games. If you guys did not see that, for the incident he had with the Lions fan. So fans should shut the hell up, and sometimes they don't need to say the stuff that they say to players, and players need to ignore them. But fans, look, I hate the Steelers. I'm not going to yell whatever at any of the Steelers fans, Steelers players, so they come over and talk to me. I'm not going to do that. That's just me.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
Again, we'll be back down there this Sunday and next Sunday for the pregame tailgate, Best Day Brewery pregame experience at the Moorline Lager House. Come on down. It's a great time. We're going to be in a big fest tent that is in the grassy area in the Kris Kringle Market. Got a stage there, big-ass TV screen. You can watch the game there if you're not going to it. It's an awesome time. All-inclusive. Got a delicious buffet, beer tickets, food. It's an awesome time. So come on down there. You can get your tickets at the Moorline Lager House Facebook page and on their websites. And I think it's at the top of my Facebook page. I think it's still on there. I have to double check, but make sure you guys check that out. And to be fair, check out the podcast. I'll be pulling the sound off later on tonight. Put it on the podcast. It's on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Do me a favor. Listen to it, rate it, like it, review it. Leave a 5-star review and a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. Now, I've only got one more. I'm doing tomorrow's show. Then I'm taking Christmas Eve, Christmas Day off. Then I'll be back Friday. So I got 3 shows this week. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. So every time I go live, you'll be notified. Other than that, remember one thing and one thing only. That is Who Day for life. And everybody throw it up. That's just sports, baby. See ya!
Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.